in fact, before we get into this interview with Bernie Sanders, we're going to get into your complacency for the South's degradation of slaves during the Civil Rights Movement. Or, sorry, the Civil War.
It's long gone. The Civil War's over at that point.
What's the time frame of this game, man?
Turn of the century, like 1899.
Nah, I don't think so.
And so it's like it's not too far away, but like
I don't think so, man.
Arthur Morgan's like a dumb brute. Like Lenny is telling him, like, now we're down in the South, I gotta be careful. And he's like, what?
Listen. Let me ask you a question. Who would he have voted for?
I don't think he would have voted. You know, I'll tell you why. Because he has an interaction with a woman suffragette, and he's like, I don't mind women voting. All y'all want to vote, that's fine. You'll vote with the rest of them, and your vote won't matter. Something like that. I don't know. I don't really remember.
Nah, he'd be MAGA for sure. All right, folks.
I hope. Yeah, he probably would be MAGA, to be honest.
He's absolutely MAGA.
He doesn't know what MAGA is, though.
You don't think he wants to make America great again?
No, he wants to make Dutch happy again. That's it.
Oh.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, he's gay.
I think Arthur's maybe a little gay. He's in love with Mary Lynn, but
yeah,
you gotta be very Laura. This is very much.
You keep
like
saying
Laura.
Mary Lynn, but I'm gonna be honest with you, brother.
Have you seen Mary Lynn?
Have you?
I've seen her. She's a baddie. She got this like birthmark here. She's like the Rizzler.
Anyway, folks, this is Dare. He's an extremely talented R&B singer, but an absolute fucking piece of garbage, honestly. If I could rip his larynx out of his throat and staple it to my own, I would just, take you out back like fucking like Lenny in of Mice and Men, and do the old one.
I think this is the first time he's included Steinbeck into this rant, but it's not the first time I've heard this, so I don't think I'd be surprised.
Yeah. They're not surprised. All right. I want what tickles your fancy more, the Bernie Sanders with Hassan interview, or we could do some top moments from the Pete Hegseth.
I don't know. See, I don't know who this guy is and like what he's being confirmed for. I'm interested in this.
You know that?
Yeah.
I also wanted to do the Kristi Noem one, but I think this one will be a little bit more interesting. Yeah, baby, we're about to get into the politics section of the Blue Broadcast. Folks, thank you for tuning into the Blue Broadcast channel. That's right, folks, you're watching the BBC, getting your news, clips, and updates from the BBC. And listen, all right, if you're good tonight, you can get the After Hours BBC as well, So there's that.
And to all the troops and veterans watching and here in the room.
Before you keep playing that,
Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard that because we're roommates. Actually, rooms are right next door. It's terrifying. Loud noises, animal grunts. Yep.
Yeah.
I've had nightmares many a time.
Those aren't nightmares. Those are waking dreams.
SEALs, Green Berets, soldiers, pilots, sailors, Marines, Gold Stars, and more. Too many friends to name. Officers, enlisted, black and white, young and old, men and women, all Americans, all warriors. This hearing is for you. Thank you for figuratively and literally having my back.
Not only that,
that's a veteran. He just said it's for him. He just said it's for that guy.
Yeah, dude.
I want to thank the authorities for their swift reaction to that outburst and state that similar interruptions will be treated in like manner. Mr. Hegseth, you may continue.
Well, as I'll say again, thank you for figuratively and literally having my back. I pledge to do the same for all of you. It's an honor to come before this committee today as President Donald Trump's nominee for the office of Secretary of Defense. 2 months ago, 77 million Americans.
So, by the way, he's like a Fox News contributor. Like he's like a Fox News host or like whatever. Like, and that, I mean, not even host. He's a literal fucking TV guy. Which it makes sense for the TV president the reality president to be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
And he is being he's being nominated as what, Secretary of Defense?
Yeah, yeah, defense secretary. Isn't that crazy?
Right, so he's got a lot of experience on camera, so that's good.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's something.
Sure. I think.
Oh wait, I think I read something. Wasn't he like a Marine or something?
I don't know if he was a Marine. Maybe he was.
Chat.
He was chat. What was he? He was Oh, what was he? He was he I don't think it was the Marines. Maybe it was.
Can we just?
I think he was in the National Army National Guard.
Burlington Coat Factory, baby.
No free ads. Yeah, I think he was an Army National Guard.
Oh, good. Okay, so he was in the National Guard,
Sure.
and he's got TV experience.
Yeah.
Lead our army, baby.
Yeah, you know.
Wouldn't you want to be sponsored by Burlington?
Yeah, but I'm not giving them no free smoke until they give me the free coats. Bars.
Gave President Trump a powerful mandate for change, to put America first, at home and abroad. I want to thank President Trump for his faith in me and his selfless leadership for our republic. The troops have no better commander-in-chief than Donald Trump. As I've said to many of you in private meetings, when President Trump chose me for this position, the primary charge he gave me was to bring the warrior culture back to the Department of Defense.
You know, I love these. These niggas really get in front of a camera and say fucking... Yo, when you're a Republican, bro, you can literally be like, yo, I'm here. I spoke to fucking President McMahon, and and I told him that I was gonna bring back the ultimate warrior culture to the U.S. military. You know, like what the fuck are we talking? What the fuck does that mean?
Warrior culture.
Like, you know what's so crazy? Let me tell you something. And listen, and I need chat to understand that, like, we are two straight, yeah, I mean, cis het men, yeah, I mean, and so like, any commentary, it's like not from it's from their perspective, but like what they are saying is like, yo, son, the Democrats have made the military too gay. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
What does warrior mean, right? Like, whatever. You're telling me that trained killers are not already warriors?
What's crazy to me is that like if this military is the wokest and gayest it's ever been, then that means the woke gays are the most deadly killing force in human history.
That's why they're so afraid of them.
You know what? You're on to something. You're on to something. Yeah, Kippers, exactly. Warrior culture, it's crazy. It's obvious that he's only talking to Trump and saying to placate him. But I heard this guy is a fucking psycho. I
spoke to the Liver King yesterday, and he told me you need to restore eating raw meat culture.
Yeah. Wait, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? This... Bro, like what the fuck?
He, like me, wants a Pentagon laser-focused on lethality, meritocracy, warfighting, accountability, and readiness.
Yo, niggas really hate him, bro. Yo,
he said,
really...
I gotta go.
Yeah. Yo.
She's talking about Gaza. What was the other guy talking about? Did you catch that?
I didn't. Does he give you Patrick is it
Patrick Bateman?
Does he give you Patrick Bateman vibes? Yeah.
Sure.
Like he's killed a woman for sure.
Is he that?
Allegedly.
Yeah. I don't know. He's been on TV, you know what I mean? And he was in the National Guard, so I don't think he's killed anybody, to be honest.
I think he's won a woman's face for sure.
Oh.
Kipper said, oh yeah, a lot of these guys believe in something They're never part of 100%. Yeah, bro. Half of these guys are like, yo, I want us to have the most lethal military. I would love to send your stupid fucking kids to die for me, bro.
I can't do 20 push-ups.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And I'm addicted to Diet Coke.
Bro, by the way, he's 40. This guy's
struggling
44 years old.
I don't know anything about this guy, to be honest, but...
He's a Fox News...
yeah, that's the thing. He's a TV guy.
Yeah,
so.
but not just a TV guy. He's like a Fox.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine if Bill O'Reilly was made like the fucking Secretary of Labor, Secretary of Sexually Harassing Women, Secretary of only short skirts on under glass tables? You know what I mean?
We're so beyond satire, so like it makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in a way. So like I'm not surprised, but I'm loving this guy. I'm loving this guy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, let me tell you something. All right, if he hasn't killed a woman, he can only get off by thinking about killing women. So that's I'm gonna put that on there for sure.
You may continue, sir.
Returning the Pentagon back to warfighting,
To what?
that's it. That's my job.
Dependent mom?
Mr. Hegseth,
It's so crazy too because like
He's so shook. He's so shook.
yeah, because he's like, yeah, I could die.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's crazy to me is do we want to go to war? This is actually what's kind of amazing about Trump is that like he if you ask a lot of like dumb shit Republicans, they'll be like, yeah, like Trump, he's like anti-war, he's not gonna try to get us in, blah 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 blah. But then like the guy he brings on there is like, I want the Pentagon we're gonna do war again. My nigga, we have not stopped doing fucking war for the last 20 years. We have not stopped doing war.
Plus, it's so funny, like we're not a war hawk party. What he hasn't. They asked him if he would strike out military action against Greenland and acquiring the Panama Canal back. And,
Yo, let me ask you something.
So what are we talking about?
Let me ask you something. You trying to die for Greenland? No, you know,
the war against Denmark.
Nah. See, this is how I knew you were broke. This is how I knew you was a broke ass nigga. You know what I mean? Because you're not about that green. You know what I mean? You're not about that paper. You know what I mean? You're not really ready to die about this. You know what I mean?
You and me on the front lines of World War
Hey,
III.
if it's about that paper, if it's a land full of green, I'm about it. You know what I mean?
Isn't Greenland icy and snow?
And you know what's so crazy? That's how I know you broke, because you ain't got no ice on you. You know what I mean?
So,
I'm trying to take you to Greenland so you can get some ice, man. You know what I mean? You ain't even think about it like that.
I gotta get some green, damn.
Yeah. Broke boy talk. Kipper said if he hasn't killed a woman, he's probably gonna. Yo, let me tell you something. When he gets out of here, yeah, like you know when Jack the Ripper was really on his shit and he was really putting the numbers on the board, you know. Yeah. If he was a sex worker in England, curtains. Oh, when Pete Hegseth.
What a name, by the way.
First of all, your name is Peter, my nigga. You're 44 years. Your name is Peter Hegseth. What are we talking about?
He sounds like a young lad who's like working at the stables.
You know what's so crazy? I know his hands are weak. You know what I mean? Like slapping him would be like slapping a baby. You know what I mean? Immediate death. Post-birth abortion. Pussy boy. Chat, I'm gonna eat him up, boy. We.
Suspend your remarks. Let me just say this. The Capitol Police are going to remove immediately individuals that are disrupting the hearing. I see a pattern attempted to
like, I think consciously I knew that like Congress is made up of like, how to describe demon turtle people. I guess I didn't realize how many. If you, for a second you told me that was Mitch McConnell, I'd be like, yeah, of course, naturally.
Yeah, I don't know
this
guy.
That's just a fucking guy.
I'm guessing a Democrat because he got a Ukraine flag on.
Oh yeah. I mean, because you know, in the Republican Party, bro, yeah, we big Russia. Yeah, I mean,
Vladimir Putin's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's strong. He's He's not woke.
Yeah, he rides bears.
And sometimes
And
he has
not
sex
in
with
a
those
gay
bears.
way. Not in a gay way.
Kipper said, damn, give him his meds. Geriatric demon. Yo, 100%. He's the GD, boy, the geriatric demon. I don't even know mans.
Who is this guy?
No fucking clue. And let me tell you something. If I had to roll that, let me tell you, there's only one nigga as old as him in Congress that don't have the devil waiting for their soul. His name is Bernard Sanders, and that's it. Just one. Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, you know what's funny about Bernie Sanders? Like you ever see him like kind of walking? He's an old dude, but he's very light on his feet. That's because God is waiting to pull him up to heaven. You know what I mean?
Bernie Sanders walked like Vince McMahon.
Yo, wait, landslide, all 50 states. Listen, wait. Yeah, he would have won. he like RKO's Nancy Pelosi. You know what I mean? It's so fucking stupid.
I love that.
That's so fucking stupid.
Someone's gonna animate that or.
It's gonna be me. That's so funny. God damn it. He's got that no guilt gate. Yeah, it's a fact, bro. Yo, that's what happens when you like. Nah, listen, wait. I got a joke I gotta make. Entertain all these, but I got a joke I gotta. Sure. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
I'd like to listen a little more to this guy. Let's see.
Be inflicted on the committee, and we're simply not going to tolerate that. You may proceed.
To bring back warfighting, if confirmed, I'm going to work with President Trump and this committee to, one, restore the warrior ethos to the Pentagon and throughout our fighting force. In doing so, we will reestablish...
What does that mean? He wants to... Mr. Donald Trump wants to restore the warrior ethos.
Wait.
Does he know what does that mean?
So he was like... he was like... I imagine the conversation was like... Pete, let me tell you what I want to do. I want to restore the warrior ethos. Let me tell you, have you ever seen 300? You know Gerard Butler? Good guy. Remember when he kicked that Indian? Oh my God. Remember when he kicked the Indian down? That's what I'm going to do.
Nice.
Okay.
Of course.
With the H-1B visas, okay? That's going to be me, okay?
Don't they want the H-1B visas or whatever?
Elon does.
Yeah, like how did the Civil War pan out? Like
Between them?
With Trump's is Trump like because Trump wants a couple of them for his
He need a couple.
Yeah. I have a couple great ones at my properties.
So bad.
It's pretty good. It's the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's not. It's so different. It's crazy.
I've got a couple great browns that work for me at my Mar-a-Lago. They're pretty great.
So bad.
Same thing. It's a good impression, actually.
No, it's really bad. Anyway, warfighting and combat committees and warrior mentality, the code of honor, it's all buzzword. You know what's so crazy? Buzzwords from when? 1942? Like, listen, I've never heard a nigga say warrior mentality, the code of honor. I've never heard that before.
Buzzwords for people that have small penises and want to feel strong.
That's so like you could like, hey, like when you lift weights, you don't use your dick.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Okay, man, I guess I'm doing it wrong. You know, I must be doing it wrong. Kipper said Bernie Sanders be walking with that no guilt walk. Now listen, that's what happens. I wanted to say this. That's what happens when you have marched with the civil rights greats like John Lewis, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Cody Luther King Rhodes. When you've marched with all of the greats in the civil rights movement, then
can we just backtrack? What was that last one?
I think I said Thurgood Marshall.
No, not that one. That's a guy. Great
guy.
guy.
Rosa Parks, maybe.
I don't think you said that one. Can we go back to the Cody? Who was that? Cody?
Cody Luther King Rhodes. Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, notable civil rights figure. You know, only maybe more notable by his father, who fought in the Civil War. Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, he fought in the Civil War.
yeah. Unlike fucking Arthur Morgan, you know what I mean? Yeah, pussy. Bernie walked the walk, exactly. Who turned on Fox News where Trump was in the room? 100%. When he said, Pete, you're doing a great job.
You talking about my impression, right?
Nope.
Right?
Nope.
Trust in our military. Addressing the recruiting crisis, the retention crisis, and readiness crisis in our
Yes.
Yo, you listen.
He goes straight for the water, bro.
Listen.
I love that.
You know so crazy? Like, and I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I'm glad people are shitting on this guy, but it feels crazy that like there's more like the outrage against this guy is like greater than who's the Supreme Court fucking guy, the rapist dude. What was his name?
Which one?
The one who got before Coney Barrett.
Kavanaugh.
Yeah, yes, your impression not blue. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You know, Kippers.
It's a great impression. Everyone says so. Everyone's saying so.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's the best one.
It's so bad. It's the worst. It's absolutely the worst. What's his name? What the fuck is his name?
Brett Kavanaugh?
Brett Kavanaugh. Yeah. Like, Brett Kavanaugh, straight up rapist. Yeah, I mean, people are like, this fucking guy? Fuck you, dude. I mean, good, but, you know. Not great.
Members of the security force will remove members. Mr. Hegseth, you and your family have endured criticism of your nomination since it was announced in November. Let's get into this allegation about sexual assault, inappropriate workplace behavior, alcohol abuse, and financial mismanagement during your time as a nonprofit executive.
Yeah, I got problems.
He's partying. He's having a good time.
He's a party boy. He's a young man.
This is boys being boys.
Huh? Wait. Huh? Wow. I didn't know that. I'm just hearing this right now. Just small things, Kipper. Just a small little case of alcoholism.
That his tick is like every time that something bad is happening, he
Yo,
goes straight for that.
He's gonna
Look at him, man.
He's gonna be pissing like a racer. Hey, listen. In his mind, there's vodka in there for sure.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
For sure. God, it's so funny.
Should note that the majority of these have come from anonymous sources in liberal media publications. But I want to give you an opportunity.
The fuck is liberal media?
So his name is Senator Roger Wicker, and he's a Republican.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I guessed wrong.
You guessed wrong. Wrong. He's a classic Republican who hates Russia. Duh. Idiot.
And the liberal media.
Yeah. When he said liberal media,
what? Like by what? What do you mean?
Yeah, what liberal media? The Republicans that want to kill immigrants at the border, or the Republicans who want to kill the immigrants before they get to the border? Which ones on the liberal media are we talking about? I want to make sure I understand. Fucking bastards.
Opportunity to respond to these allegations, sir.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for that opportunity. You are correct. We undertook this responsibility with an obligation to the troops to do right by them for our warfighters. And what became very evident to us from the beginning, there was a coordinated smear campaign orchestrated in the media against us. That was clear from moment one. And what we knew is that it wasn't about me. Most of it was about President Donald Trump, who's had to endure the very same thing for much longer amounts of time. And he endured.
Yo, imagine being like, it's not even about me. It's about my boss, who's the real rapist. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? They're only talking about my sexual assault crimes because they were talking about his sexual assault crimes, which is fine.
It's such a strange, like, non sequitur, like, not even defense. It's really like, everybody knows my boss has these problems. Is he pandering to, like, their fans and being like, I don't...
No clue.
What is it?
Absolutely no fucking
Stewart it
clue.
incredibly strong ways. So we, in some ways, knew it was coming. We didn't understand the depth of the dishonesty that would come with it. So from story after story in the media, left-wing media, we saw anonymous source.
Name the media.
Tell
By the
me.
way.
Tell me. He's like Trump's like, folks, I was listening to the Hasanabi broadcast. That's Sam Cedar
What's that?
on
What's
the
that?
Majority Report.
What's left-wing media?
Yeah.
Like, and you can't name it because then...
Because there is
you're
no
afraid of
left wing.
libel.
There is no left wing media.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. That's actually he's like any place that have black people.
It's actually such a wonderful and, like, it's a great idea for their side, like, to be able they come up with such wonderful things, like left-wing media. It's such a generic and general thing, so
Yeah.
they can say something without saying something.
It's so crazy, like, and it's a perfect double-edged sword because then the center-right media, like CNN or MSNBC, they go, we're not left-wing. I'll kill an immigrant on stage right now. I'll kill him right now. In fact, even if they're brown, I'll do it. You want me to kill Lester Holt? I'll kill Lester Holt right now. All right, whatever you need, bud. and you're in power and still complaining. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely. God, they're such fucking crybabies.
After anonymous source based on second or third hand accounts. And time again, stories would come out and people would reach out to me and say, you know, I've spoken to this reporter about who you really are, and I was willing to go on the record. But they didn't print my quote. They didn't print any of my quotes. Or I've worked with you for 10 years, or I was your accountant, or I was your chief operating officer.
Well, okay. To be fair and balanced, you know how your accountant knows about all your sex crimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so like they would tell people. So we know his accountant.
My accountant?
Well, your accountant, you could not get into Congress. You know what I mean? But Peter Hegseth, Hegseth.
Which one is it, actually? I don't know. Hegseth or Hegseth?
Let me tell you something. His accountant said, I've never seen him sexually assault a woman. What more can I say?
You know how I can believe that guy?
You have to believe him.
He's Pete Hegseth. He's Pete Hegseth's accountant.
They're just mad because nothing they believe in is popular. No, you're 100% right. Like they're every single right wing fucking ideology is like grossly unpopular, which is why they have to make up all this. Because like, okay, like if we let the Republicans remove the culture war stuff, right? Remove like the thing that like they love the most, like the racism, the bigotry, the sexism, the homophobia, all transphobia. Remove it all, right? Like, what do you have? I just want to I want to take all of your money and give it to a rich person. I'm baby girl, and I just want to I want to kill people and like take their land. What else is there? I want to kill people and take their land and give it to a rich person. You know what I mean? Like, there's not even like there's no longer like the. I mean, it never was.
State and drive out indigenous populations and create bans and
like it's never been. Mind you, it's never been like at for the betterment of like the all colonialism has only ever benefited the big bank as far as like big pockets on top, whether that's a king or the fucking oligarchs or at this point some fucking capitalists, right? Like it's never benefited, but like they don't even pretend that yes, it's for the king and the king is good because it's for us. Like, nigga, I'm not going to war with Greenland so fucking Hewitt Packard and goddamn Tesla can like what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
For mineral resources and just in case Russia attacks.
Yeah, for some fucking idiot. Kipper said zero policies and rich people tax breaks mixed with racism, all up and down the board. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Like what do they like their policies are like, we want to make sure that like a health insurance company, like we want to make sure you have to pay them and they get to kill you if you ask them for money. Hey man, free Luigi, main character of Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, with the green hat, for sure. Yeah,
Love him.
Or I was your board member, or I was with you on 100 different tour stops for Concerned Veterans for America.
And you didn't rape anyone.
And I didn't see you rape anyone.
Not one person.
Why didn't they get that guy's opinion?
Oh my God, right? Kipper said they don't even build stuff anymore. Like Vanderbilt's, like at least 100%. They at least, like they would pretend and like listen, like the those old money capitalists. Like I mean, listen, they did a lot of fucked up stuff. But you're right, like they did actually like for their own greed, like they did actually contribute. But like it's to the point now where it's like I mean it's it's almost like it's like a kind of wild, but it's kind of like how like scamming went from like here is snake oil, like it's literally valueless, but it is an actual physical thing that you have, where like now it's like here is an imaginary coin and it doesn't exist and you can't touch it and give me real money for it, right? Like
you could make a bill,
yeah, bro. Like yeah, when the Vanderbilts they built the railroad, like yeah, like they were doing it for themselves, but like it did actually create a thing that like existed in the world. You know what I mean? Now it's literally like ooh, give us all your money and let your infrastructure get destroyed so I can be rich. Right. Please. Ridiculous.
No one called me. No one asked about your conduct on the record or off the record. Instead, a small handful of anonymous sources were allowed to drive
victims. No, okay, but to be fair, in balance, like if you stole from someone, you know what I mean? Like one person's account that you're a thief. Well, did you call my mother? Did you call my accountant? The person legally responsible.
Well, my accountant would say, I didn't do that.
Kipper said, they don't pretend anymore. Look at Musk how quickly he would change personality. Yeah, just about money, about 100%. Like when it was like cool to be like, I'm a liberal, yeah, ooh, and that, yeah. They don't care about anything. They don't care about anything. I used to, and like, God, the only marginal better thing about a monarchy as a form of government is that, like, in a monarchy, like an old school monarchy, at least the sovereign owned the country, so had a vested interest in like it not literally deteriorating. But like at this point, like these presidents are like they're like CEOs. Like what was the woman who ran for president years ago in 2016, Carly Fiorina or whatever, and I think she was like the Hewitt Packard CEO, and she literally got hired to fire a bunch of people and then got paid a golden parachute to jump out of that burning. And that is what these politicians are, right? They don't care about the country. They're like, oh yeah, let me get this money, I'm gonna get my bag, and then I'm out. Actually crazy. Kipper said a small handful of people affected by my actions were allowed to talk about. Yeah. I just feel like, hear me out. I feel like if I commit a crime, you have to get testimony from every single person I've ever walked by. Like, okay, like Snoopy, what would he say? Exactly, because he's not a snitch.
A smear campaign, an agenda about me, because our left-wing media in America today, sadly, doesn't care about the truth. All they were out to do, Mr. Chairman, was to destroy me. And why do they want to destroy me? Because I'm a change agent and a threat to them, because Donald Trump was willing to choose me, to empower me, to bring the Defense Department back to what it really should be, which is warfighting.
But the other,
Sorry. So, okay.
He's like,
Do they support war or not?
it's so
Are
funny.
we looking to have wars or not?
He's like Donald Trump. He's like, Donald Trump charged me with one thing, which is to start as many wars as
Yeah,
possible.
what?
I'm gonna kill someone as soon as I get out of here.
And I know that it's just like, I don't know. I feel like at this point it's maybe a little tired trope to say, but it's like, I'm going to be the leader of the Department of Defense, and my main job is to attack everyone.
It's actually crazy. It's actually
what?
crazy.
Come on.
He's gonna rename it to the Department of War.
It should be.
factor too is you've already disparaged in writing the Geneva Convention, the rules of law, all of these things. How will you be able to effectively lead a military?
What does he mean? He disparaged the Geneva Convention. He was like, he was like, talk to President Trump, and his words exactly were, they're too hard on the Nazis.
Wait, I got one. I talked to President Trump and he said, Geneva Convention sounds gay. I went to Geneva once.
Geneva like a woman?
I'm interested in know, like, what is disparaging the Geneva Convention?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, right.
He's like Trump's like I don't understand why I don't get to commit war crimes.
Right.
You do, it's crazy. You do. You can. No one's
We haven't
stopping
closed
you.
Guantanamo, so
No. Trump's gonna open up 2 Guantanamos. What are you gonna do about that? Nothing. See. Kipper said he definitely gonna change it back to the War Department. No, 100%. Which, like, if I'm being honest, would be more accurate and a cooler name. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fire. Yeah, man. Yeah, Department of War, the Dow. Yeah, just so many bars about that. Yeah,
Dow and the Dow.
Yeah, you thought I was out here looking for the Dow Jones. Nah, I'm head of the Dow Jones. You're not thinking.
In which one of the principal elements is discipline.
Who is this nigga?
Oh, that's Jack Reed. He's a Democrat from Rhode Island. And
First of
ranking
all,
member.
wearing a green tie is fucking insane. Second of all,
Why?
that don't look crazy.
It's just a tie.
That don't look crazy. That don't look crazy to you.
It's not my style. It's a
All
little
right. Oh, I forgot this is your man's.
too-
Nah, I've got. Yo,
I love Jack Reed.
he looks like
No.
he looks like one of those like muckfish. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the real ugly one. All right, never mind, man.
Respect for lawful authority. You have made statements to your platoon after being briefed by a JAG officer. Well, by the way, would you explain what a JAG off is?
I don't think I need to, sir,
Why not?
because the men and women watching understand.
Well, perhaps some of my colleagues don't understand.
It would be a JAG officer who puts his or her own priorities in front of the warfighters. Their promotions, their medals, in front of having the backs of those who are making the tough calls on the front lines.
Thank you, Senator Reid.
Interesting.
Thank you, Senator
Thank you
Reid.
very much.
I thought it would be really helpful to better understand your views on women in the military, because you've made a number of surprising statements about women serving in the military.
First of all, I don't know what she's about to say.
I can't wait.
There's no way whatever she's about to say was surprising. There's just no way. There's just no way.
You've said several things about the disabled and small children.
Like, there's just no way. There's no way someone saw him and was like, he's gonna have progressive ideas about women in the military.
As recently as November the 7th of 2024 on the Sean Ryan Show, you said, and I quote, "I'm straight up saying that we should not have women in combat roles. It hasn't made us more effective."
I can't stress this enough. The current U.S. military is the most deadly and devastating military force on God's green earth.
Yeah, like
If anything,
Yeah.
the woke feminists gay military is the most terrifying. And which actually makes, if you think about like historic militaries, like the Spartans,
They were pretty gay.
they were super gay
Yeah.
and woke.
And slaves. So.
That's woke.
Ah.
Well, according to Arthur Morgan,
No, that's
Well, went on a little longer, but that was the gist of it. That was before you were nominated to be Secretary of Defense. Mr. Hegseth, do you know what percentage of our military is comprised of women?
my nigga said too many. Absolutely too many. Absolutely too many. Kipper said, been that wild for a long time. So when did it drop off? Exactly. It makes no sense. The amount of money we put into it. I know, but listen, it really, like, what are we talking about? Well, you know what's so crazy? Like, listen, if this was Nam, sure. You know what I mean? Like, we got our shit pushed in. You know what I mean? But like we've been doing it. You know what I mean? We've been putting it down. You know, from a military standpoint.
we dominate the entire globe. We have bases everywhere.
A black man killed Osama bin Laden.
Is that right?
Oh, in my mind, Obama went down.
Oh,
there
because
personally.
Obama did. Because Obama.
Yeah, in my mind, Obama went down there personally and said, "Hey, I hate it had to be you, but it couldn't be me." You
Down
know?
to that.
Yeah, this one's for O Block. You know, had to slide on my niggas. You know, for 9/11. That's what I imagine it would have said. You know, Kipper said they should just say we want to run the world. Save us all. Like, yeah, 100. Like, listen, but you know that's kind of what he's saying. He's like, yo, he's like getting right up to the lines. Like, yo, I really want to fucking conquer the world. And like, yeah, let's say that. Be honest. You know what I mean? Don't lie to me.
I believe it's 18 to 20%, Senator.
It's almost 18%, and in fact, DOD
It feels concerning to me that he knows that.
Yeah, that's why you like when you
Like,
said too many.
Yeah,
Like, right on the mark for him.
He's sitting there like this.
Yeah.
Like,
I know exactly. Yeah, that's him. He knows. 1820. Wow. Okay, exactly right.
DOD's 2023 demographic report indicated that there are more women serving now.
He's like, don't let me get set with the blacks.
That's how he got the 18 and 20 because he knows all this.
This
He's
is so
he's
crazy.
like facts, and kick them all out.
Yeah, get them out of here. We only want the boys here, which is straight.
And not gay.
Not at all, brother. So stupid.
And there are fewer separations. So they make up a critical part of our military. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, ma'am. Women in our military, as I have said publicly, have and continue to make amazing contributions across all aspects of our battlefield.
Well, you also write in your book, The War on Warriors, with the chapter, The Deadly
The war on warriors. The war on warriors.
You might even say like, yeah, because that's how war works. You know what I mean? Like that's like being like the punching on the boxers. You know what I mean?
That's what?
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I bet money that Trump saw the title and was like, "This is the guy."
He was rock hard.
Yeah, and he didn't read it. He just saw the title. He said, "This is the guy.
Yeah.
This is the get me the war on warriors guy."
deadly obsession with women warriors that, quote, not only are women comparatively less effective than men in combat roles, but they are more likely to be objectified by the enemy and their own nation in the moral realms of war. Mr. Hegseth, should we take it to believe that you believe that the two women on this committee who have served honorably and with distinction made our military less effective and less capable?
Yes.
Because you were getting checked out by me. Like, what?
He's like, yeah, absolutely. Who sent them the Ultimate Warriors book? Holy shit. Wait. I need to, what the fuck does this book look like? The War on Warriors. I need to see what this book looks like. The War.
Yeah,
No,
I'd watch
right,
The
the-
Warriors. That's a good movie.
The War on Warriors. Yeah, brother. Okay. All right, so
Wow.
this cover is
He
trash.
went with beige. She went with beige and an upside down American flag.
Now imagine.
He looks so cool like there. Wow, he's so cool.
Now,
Wow.
okay, now, all right, now imagine this, but with Macho Man, with the Ultimate Warrior. You know what I mean? Maybe against Macho Man. You know what I mean? That'd be it for sure. You know.
I'm incredibly grateful for the two women who've served our military in uniform, and including in the Central Intelligence Agency, contributions on the battlefield, indispensable contributions. Senator, I would like to clarify, when I'm talking about that issue, it's not about the capabilities of men and women, it's about standards. And this committee has talked a lot about standards. Standards that we, unfortunately, over time, have seen eroded in certain duty positions, certain schools, certain places, which affects readiness, which is what I care about the most, readiness
I
on the
appreciate
battlefield.
that,
And so my
but
comments point
however-
time and time again to standards.
Your statements publicly have not been to that effect. After your nomination, you did state to a group of reporters that you, quote, support all women serving in our military today who do a fantastic job across the globe, including combat. So what I'm confused about, Mr. Hegseth, is which is it? Why should women in our military, if you were the Secretary of Defense, believe that they would have a fair shot and an equal opportunity to rise through the ranks? If on the one hand, you say that women are not competent, they make our military less effective, and on the other hand, you say, oh no, now that I've been nominated to be the Secretary of Defense, I've changed my view on women in the military. What do you have to say to the almost 400,000 women who are serving today about your position on whether they should be capable to rise through the highest ranks of our military?
Senator, I would say I would be honored to have the opportunity to serve alongside you, shoulder to shoulder, men and women, black, white, all backgrounds, with a shared.
Where did the race come in? Yeah,
Right, yeah.
he's like, they're like, yeah, so why do you hate women? He goes, first of all, I'm not racist. There's a lot of good colors in the military.
Yo, perfect opportunity for that clip from Red Dead Redemption that I sent you. Remember when the guy's like, I am not a hater, I'm a racist.
yes. Oh God, black, white each time. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Like,
That's
why bring up
crazy.
the race? Yeah, why bring up race?
He's like, yeah, bro. He goes, I'm definitely not trying to resegregate the military. Not at all. You know.
Purpose. Our differences are not what define us. Our unity and our shared purpose is what define us, and you will be treated fairly and with dignity, honor, and respect, just like every man and woman in uniform, just like the men and women that I've worked with in my veterans organizations, to include when I was a headquarters and headquarters company commander in the Minnesota National Guard.
Well, I
We had women in
appreciate
our
your
ranks as
11th
well.
hour conversion. But, Mr. Chairman, for the record, I would like to submit Chapter 5, The Deadly Obsession with Women Warriors, for the record. Mr. Hegseth.
But without objection, it will be.
Did he name one of the chapters "The Deadly Obsession with Woman Warriors"? Yo, this nigga hates women.
Really weird. It's really super weird. Is this like a, do people usually go for their water all the time at these hearings? Like, this guy is fucking,
Bro, first of all,
he's dying right now.
Let me tell you something. He's keeping himself moist. You know what I mean?
He is pissing his pants.
Yeah, bro. Absolutely. That's crazy.
Submitted.
Are you
Accepted.
familiar with the Women, Peace, and Security agenda at the Department of Defense?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
This is a law that was signed during President-elect Trump's first term. It was legislation that I sponsored with Republican Senator Capito of West Virginia. It was co-sponsored by Marco Rubio, the nominee to be the President-elect's Secretary of State. It was led in the House of Representatives by Kristi Noem, the President-elect's nominee to be the Secretary of Homeland Security. It mandates that women be included in all aspects of our national security, including conflict resolution and peace negotiations. And at the Department of...
First of all, I know him and Trump was like, what about when they're on their period? Bleeding from her eyes, bleeding from her ears, bleeding from... Who knows where else?
What if she's being catty?
You listen. It's always funny to me, like, cause it's just like with being black, where it's like it feels insane when you hear people being like, "Yo, we just signed a law that says like you have to let black people speak at your meetings, right?" Like, and this is like you have to let women into these conflict resolution. No, Pete, you're not listening to me. Women legally have to be here now. That's how much you are keeping women out of here. Like, we have to make sure there's a woman in the room. That's crazy.
Well, that's their part of their deadly obsession of women warriors. You know what I mean? It's deadly. Kill someone.
This is what he's talking about. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen, you know he about to get on Twitter soon, right after he goes, this is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, 100% deadly obsession. So stupid. What an idiot.
Defense, it has been the law for 8 years under both the Trump and Biden administrations. The DOD has incorporated women throughout its decision-making as a result. Every single combatant commander across 2 administrations has told this committee that this law and its implementation at the Department of Defense provides them a strategic advantage operationally. Based on your comments, it appears that the example that you would like to set, not only for women in this country, but for women across the globe, 50% of the world's population, as the prospective nominee to lead the most combat-credible military in the entire world.
Which is woke.
And gay.
And gay. It's woke and gay, folks. Which is why it really is so crazy. It actually is so crazy that, like, their stance on the military is that, like, yo, our military is so weak. And it's like, oh, why are we not killing enough people? No, we're killing people.
Yeah.
Why are we like? I'm not like bombing enough. No, we're bombing enough. It's like, well, do we not have enough members? No, we've got enough members. I was like, well, what's the problem?
Women and trans. Like, really, what is it? What else is it?
It's actually crazy.
Also, the whole, like, we don't believe in war. We need to be warriors.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't believe in war. That's why we
Which
gotta
one is
kill someone. Kipper said his next book, Our Women. It's gonna be a collaboration with Matt Walsh. Like, it's gonna be a double sequel to his book and to What Is a Woman. It's like, are women necessary? What if we killed women?
Yeah, right.
You know? See, you know what's so crazy?
Wait, semicolon, no, I'm not gay.
You know what's so crazy to me is like, and this is the crazy thing about being a Republican. It's like, yo, my nigga, if you really hate women, let me tell you the best way to get rid of women. Fill your military with nothing but women and then go to war. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I were running the military.
Also, like, he's not gonna go to war.
If I was running the military,
Okay.
would I fill the military with, like, all Republicans that voted for Trump?
I'd fill it with all my ex's dudes.
Let me tell you something. I got very scared. I got very
What do you
scared.
think I was gonna say?
I got very scared when, how it started.
All my exes?
Yeah. I was
All
like,
my
I was
exes
like,
live in Texas.
no. All my exes live in Texas like the George Strait. Let me tell you what's crazy about you. I thought Pete got you.
On what?
Oh, I thought he finally got you. I thought you.
Oh,
I
that
thought,
Pete? Oh, me and him are friends, but, like...
I thought you were like, you know, this Pete guy's making some sense. Let's get rid of these women.
no.
Yeah, put all my
on
exes.
stream, you see me, like...
you're like, yeah, you get radicalized.
The
You're like,
wheels are turning backwards.
You're like, yeah, what the yeah, you know, because like, while I'm facetious being like, yeah, if you really hate women, you should put them all in the military. And you're like, yeah, what if I put all my ex-girlfriends in the military?
No. All my ex-girlfriends' husbands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get Bathsheba in the bath.
Sure.
Smoke on that Chiva. I don't know. Something. There's a bar there.
Nah.
There's something there.
Nah.
Okay.
Is that women should not have an equal opportunity in our military. So will you commit to preserving the Women, Peace, and Security law at DOD and including in your budget the requisite funding to continue to restore and resource these programs throughout the DoD?
Senator, I will commit to reviewing that program and
This nigga said, no.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
He said, Senator, I promise you, I will read that piece of paper right before I throw it into the fucking garbage. It's boys' time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now you just want to kill some Browns for some oil with the boys? You can't do that with a bunch of women around.
Women will make you feel bad when you're doing that, and also you'll want to bang them. And the enemy will want to bang them. I love that was part of the argument. That's like...
He needs help. You know what's so crazy? I never thought in a million years I would be like, man, I wish this guy would continue to be a propagandist for the right-wing agitated propaganda news network. I never thought that.
Post-birth abortion.